What are some of the root cause factors for a zinc deficiency? Of course, it could be a diet deficient in zinc. If you're eating a lot of processed foods, basically the ultra-processed foods that are highly refined, you're not going to find much zinc in there. Also, if you have blood sugar imbalances, you're eating a lot of these ultra-processed foods that have inferior ingredients, not much nutrients, and they're spiking your blood sugar. The more your blood sugar is going up and down, the more we're going to deplete zinc levels. So good healthy diet is critical for optimal zinc levels. Also, if you have low stomach acid production, if you're not producing enough stomach acid because maybe you're eating under stress, maybe you have an infection in your stomach, H. pylori infection, that's depleting your stomach acid, maybe you're older and your body's just not able to produce enough stomach acid, then you can't absorb zinc effectively from the food you're consuming. So you got to have enough stomach acid. A lot of people are dealing with low stomach acid. Also, a high toxic load is key. We know that copper competes with zinc, and a lot of people are getting high amounts of copper. There's a lot of copper in the foods that we're consuming. If we're eating a lot of grains and nuts and seeds, those are higher in copper. Also, a lot of people have copper pipes, and so when they're drinking water, it tends to be higher in copper and low in zinc. So they're getting more copper, not enough zinc. Also, different heavy metals, things like lead, mercury, aluminum, all compete with zinc as well. So if we have high amounts of heavy metals in our system, from eating ultra-processed foods, from having amalgam silver fillings in our mouth, from a number of different sources, we may have these heavy metals. We could even have them passed on from our parents, particularly our mother. And so if we have high heavy metal load, that's going to deplete our zinc levels as well. So that's key. If we're under a lot of stress, stress depletes zinc levels. So more stress you're under, the more zinc you need. Also, if you're taking any sort of medications, particularly oral contraceptives like birth control pills, steroids, a lot of people with autoimmune conditions are taking steroids. Over time, those steroids deplete your zinc levels even more, causing more and more chronic inflammatory activity in your body.